The Escalade is rocking a new face. And shockingly, the sport model is not much more money for 2025. I borrowed this SUV from Seiner Cadillac here in Salt Lake City. It is sold, but if it does come available, be sure to ask for Keith. And let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see options and features on this build. At the very top is the description. And then here is a short listing of the standard equipment. Be sure to pause to see more. Base price comes in at $103,395, and this one does have the AKG Studio reference 36 speaker sound system. It also has a touring package, which gives you the soft door closing. Assist steps, which are power, were added for $1,750. Destination comes in at $1,995 with a total price of $115,915. And here are the fuel economy numbers off to the side. As most of you know, the front end was revised. You get a larger grille. You get even smaller headlights. Like, they're making headlights smaller and smaller every year. Now, I'm gonna show you guys the animations on the front really quickly, and then we'll jump back into the video. They give you this dual projector beam styling, and I did count the projectors. There's 10 in total, high and low beam. Also, you have your parking sensors. They give you one off to the side right there for pulling into the garage. All this is painted in black. It looks really good. If you want that like menacing look, Escalade gives it to you from the factory. Now, front and center is that badge, and you also have a camera right there. Adaptive cruise controls down below. And then here is a quick look at the suspension. So you do have air suspension, double wishbone independent, fabric material for the liner, and then here are the tires. 22-inch wheels do come standard. There is availability now for Escalade to have 24-inch wheels, 6 lug, and they are wrapped in a Bridgestone Alenza tire. Now let's get a little bit closer so you guys can see here. So you have like this polish look here on the wheel, and then you have like this gray pocket. These tires have 2,403 pounds of capacity. Max PSI is 44 if you care to know that. And then when you scoot back, here's a side view of this big suburban style Escalade. That looks really good. The lines on the Escalade on the longer version look great. These power deployable running boards were an option. They also have the perimeter lighting, so when you unlock it at night, it will light up the ground. You have some black trimming down below. Here's a quick peek at the mirrors, turn signal, more cameras to make up that 360 camera view. All the trimming around the windows are black. And they give you a light here. You have smart key system for the front doors and the rear doors as well. They just don't give you like the lock function that you see right there. And it's all electronical too. And when you go to close the door, it just pulls in. You have the blind spot monitoring and heated mirrors. But yeah, there's really not a lot of chrome on this thing, only on the emblems. Now this does have the 6.2, so here's where we're going to fill up at. They do give you a larger fuel tank for the ESV. I believe it's a 26 gallon. I can never remember off the top of my head. But out back, they did restyle the taillights and the bumper. And they give you that dual exhaust. And if you don't know what that 600 is, I think that's like for the Newton meters for the engine. 2 cameras right here, and this glass does open. Check that out. Tons of storage. They hide the windshield, which gives it that sleek design out back. If you want to pop this open, you push the Cadillac badge right there. You have those parking sensors even off to the side out back right here. And tons of storage. This is why you buy the ESV. You get a little bit longer wheelbase, which means it's going to ride better, and you get more storage. They give you a 120 volt power plug. You get the power third row seats. You can also drop the second row as well. This one is an 8-passenger too. And then this one had the upgraded 36 speaker AKG sound system. If you want to put this back down, let's push right there. And here's just a side view. If you wanted the 6.2 liter for 2025, you're in luck because it comes standard and it's the only option you can get for 2025. 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. All that power goes to a 10-speed transmission. And I will say, despite them not really doing a lot of changes to this engine, it does still feel peppy in this segment. You do have to burn premium, however, to get those horsepower numbers. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. The Escalade Sport gives you everything you would ever want in an SUV. All this leather wrapping on the door, including here, you have this stitching that's finished in white, piano black, and then this is the door handle. It's like a metal trim piece. Auto up and down for front and rear windows. You have the power folding outside mirrors. You have this satin and this black trimming here with like this silver accent. Kind of looks like wood, but it's not really wood. Hopefully you guys can see it. You have your seat memories right there. AKG speaker grill. And then you have this Escalade badge right here. And then these are the seating controls. So you have that 12-way, including the lumbar. And they give you more of that satin finish around the knobs too. They don't have to do that because you don't really see this, but it just looks good. Powered tilt and telescoping steering wheel. You have the paddle shifters, and then check out this huge 55 inches, and it goes side to side on the dash. More of that satin finish and the speaker grill for that AKG. You have your air vents. They're a little bit thinner. All this is soft touch. You have your full drive system, drive modes, and then your air suspension can be controlled right there. Trailer brake, electronic parking brake, and then this is going to control the brightness of that screen. Let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. On this side, you still have that 12-way seat. I would like to see a thigh support on these seats, but check out the white piping that they give you. Even the perforated leather design looks good. You have that old school Cadillac badge right there. They do give you the speakers and the headrest. And they also give you perforated leather too. You can see some of those speakers on the roof. On the side here, they give you a little bit of storage. This is all wrapped in velvet. You have a Type-C USB and an HDMI. That HDMI is probably for those screens out back. All this is wrapped in leather. This is in a soft touch material too. Leather. And again, you have those thin air vents. Now when you go to close the door, these doors are so heavy. You have the soft close for front and rear. And all this is hard plastic. Now this one is an 8-passenger. So I'm happy I had a chance to see one of these. Normally people get these without that bench. They want to get the captain's chairs. Looks better, easier to get to the third row seat. But if you want to put these down, just pull twice, and then this is how you would get back to the rear. I don't see they have an electronic. Oh, here it is, right there. There's your electronic release for the people to get out the back. But you have a USB on both sides, a little bit of storage, cup holder. And I didn't mention this out back, but you see the carpet that they give you? I like that they do that. Better than plastic getting scratched up. And then right here, it's gonna be for your climate controls. All this has that soft touch leather storage right there. And then you have your Type-C, USBs, and HDMI plugs down below here. Seat back pockets for the seats. Let's go ahead and jump back over to the driver's seat. So who likes that 2-spoke steering wheel? This is like a throwback. Like old people would drive like this with their hands at the bottom. with both hands though. And on the steering wheel, you can see that there's like a pass-through on both sides there. I'm not sure why they did that. I guess it's for design. And these aren't buttons too. There's like a little pad that you just touch, and you can hear the clicks on it too. And then you have some knobs here. This does have the Super Cruise. They also give you the satin trimming on that steering wheel. But yeah, they did a great job. They also allow this screen here to float on the dash, and behind it you can see there's a USB right there. And then you have this knob here, volume control, caution lights, auto hold, auto stop start. This is how you can control the climate. And look at the attention to detail around these cup holders too. They did a great job. This does go down like that. So if you have like a handle on your cup, it'll clear there. You can't push these down. Wireless chargers right there. And up top, you have your seat releases, and for your rear hatch, you can power that. You also have all your controls for the twin panel moonroof. LED interior lighting, no shocker there with this 100,000 plus SUV. And then here's your vanities too. I really like the overall styling on those speaker grills too. They did a great job. Let's go ahead and start it up. So 55-inch screen up from what was like 36 inches, 38 inches. I can't even remember. It's just huge. And let's go ahead and clear these menus out of here. So if you put it in reverse, you have your 360 camera, and you can see overhead if you like this, or you can do standard. They also have side view. So if you want to see forward, you can see where those tires are if you need to get into a parking space. If you put it back in park, that goes away. This menu is fully customizable too, so you can move things around. Some people like to put their Apple CarPlay up here. You can swipe over to this side. You can see you have ambient lighting, entertainment hubs in here. Let's go ahead and see what that is really quickly. So you have your front passenger screen. You can turn that on and off. Let's go ahead and turn that on. You can actually touch it too, and it will come up. And yes, this is so cool. It's really cool. Now if you hit home, it takes you back to this screen. Now one thing you can also do with this screen is you can hit this, and you can actually edit what you want to see on like this like multi-screen page. Down below here, this is how you control that climate. I didn't see that you had climate in this screen here. So all of that's going to be controlled down here. Yep, there's no climate on that screen. So yeah, if you want to control your climate, also in this menu you have all these different features. If you have a gate at your house, or if you have a garage, you have up to 8 remotes that you can add to this. And lighting is for your headlights. You can also drop down a few things here. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Your heated and ventilated seats can be controlled off of the screen as well. So you have your ventilated seats, your heated steering wheel is also inside of here. Also, your heated steering wheel is on this side too. It's right here actually. So yes, they did a great job, I think, overall with this system here. Now this one does not have the massagers too. I was gonna wait to say anything about it, but yeah, I'm shocked that they don't give you a massage function even at this price point. It is an option obviously, but yes. Now you can control the seats off of the screen. That's pretty cool. I mean, some people aren't gonna probably like that. I would just rather just go here. Your seat memories are in here as well. And if you go to home, this actually works with the screen above. So if you don't want to, if you're too lazy, like too far, you can just do this right here, like that. Yeah, this is nice. Like, they thought this through for sure. And on this screen, if you want, you have this. Let's go ahead and push down on it and see what happens. So you have your gauges. Let's click on Google Maps. So you can do full screen navigation right here. That way you can have your music playing on this side with your Apple CarPlay, and then you have this menu up for this. And let's go back. So if you push up again, driver assistance, so you can have this menu to see. Still shows you the RPMs and adaptive cruise control. If you go to AR camera, oh wow, you can do your camera right there. And if you go back up to the top, it takes you back to your gauges. Now if you want to see more gauges, some people probably don't care about this. I personally like stuff like this. So you do have your temperature gauges in here, shows you an actual number for them too. And if you go back, your trip information is also in here. So if you want this over there, when I mean over here, you can add it to the display on this side. Actually, it goes right there for you basically. So that's pretty nice. And if you want to add, let's see what else you can add. Your gauges, if you want to add your gauges, let's see if you can add more. Okay, so they don't let you do multiple things. So if you want to see those temperatures there all the time, you have the option to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I care to show you guys. That's how you open that up. I didn't even know that, I'll be honest. I just was pushing buttons. And then on this passenger screen, you can actually see it from this side, which I'm shocked by. But yeah, you have YouTube, Hulu, all kinds of stuff. You can have your headphones hooked up to this. This is something that the Grand Wagoneer introduced on that model. And yeah, Cadillac was smart enough to, you know, do the same thing. If you care to see the numbers on the door, gross axle weight rating out front is going to be 3,800 pounds. The rear is 4,300 pounds. 7,700 pound gross vehicle weight rating. The wheels are going to be 22 by 9 wide. And this can tow 7,800 pounds. It has 1,300 pounds of payload. Tire pressure 36 psi all the way around. I hope you guys liked the video. Hopefully in time we get more Escalades in and higher trim levels. I'll do some reviews for you guys. But if you like the content, be sure to subscribe. Make sure your bell notifications are on. See you guys soon. I can't remember, did I show you guys this? As I was getting ready to get out of here, I figured I just open this up really quickly. So you have those Type A, Type C USBs, 12-volt power plug. This is a removable tray. And all this is finished in that velvet material. And they only do that because they don't want things to rattle around this out of here. Alright, that's all I want to show you.